I just want to do a quick video talk about balances. Obviously, if you've been following along, Matic Staker, we know, hit a balance of 0 last night or day or whatever it is where we were in the last 12 hours or so. It went to 0. And that's what happens to these. I see people saying, it's a rug pull or Matic haven't did a rug pull or whatever, but that's how these work. They're not long term. They're gonna hit 0. The way you play these is you get in early and you plan an exit strategy. So yes, Matic Staker, it did exactly what it was programmed to do. It ran up those rates, and that made some people some money, but others lost a lot of money. And that's how ROI dApps work. That's why I've been, I've pushed out videos about this, about how they work, how risky they are. They are very high risk. You're playing the game on these, on risk versus reward, and how early you are into a project, how sustainable the project is. These things, they're not going to last forever. They're eventually going to hit 0 and they're going to be done. With that, I want to talk about, I did a video yesterday. I was pretty upset about the Matic dApp that rolled out, and within a couple hours it said it had a balance, or a total staked of 850,000 Matic, and it had a balance of 0 in just an hour or two. And since then, Hayes Crypto pulled that, and I think that one thing that I said is I'm not going to review any more dApps that don't have a balance on their page. And that's what I want to show you. Matic Staker here, for instance, what if this page looked like this right now? A new investor that's new into crypto, they would have no idea where the balance is. They don't know. You need to click on the contract and go somewhere else. And I really dislike when these guys don't put the balance on the front of their site. It's almost as important as being audited, guys. I mean, yeah, please leave a comment below. Do you agree with this? Do you feel like they should be very transparent about the balance being on their front page? I view this as more like, we're trying to get away from these traditional banks where they hide things. It's just odd that they take the single most important number of the dApp and hide it back in the contract where you have to click somewhere else to get to it. That's the biggest number and most important number of these dApps, is how much is in that balance left over. Is it going up? Is it going down? And I just really feel it's a disservice to do that. I got in a conversation this morning with one of the new dApps and said, hey, can you guys, you have a great dApp, but I'm not going to review it unless you put that balance on your page. And they said it's not a big deal. This is similar to the big banks, hiding something in the fine print, putting it back behind something just so they don't show people, the current status. If you looked at this page as a new investor came in and all of a sudden this thing changed and looked like this, you might change your mind on this. Your total contract balance is 0. So tell me, do you guys want me to just send you all the new dApps and you guys decide, or do you want me to filter those out? I really dislike that they don't put those contract balances on the front page, and I really wish all the other YouTubers would push these guys and refuse to send them referrals. A lot of these guys, they just want to make money and they don't care, but I actually care about the people that are listening to my, watching my videos and investing in these things. I want them to make money. I don't want to just take referral money and, when you lose a bunch of money, say, well, that's too bad. I honestly feel bad when, if you get into one of these late, or that whole Matic thing yesterday just made me sick. I mean, I just don't see how somebody can make videos and push people to these dApps and then just run away when things fall apart. These are going to go to zero. There's no getting around that. But I feel that they need to be more transparent. But yeah, just leave me, a comment below. Tell me what you think. Should all of them, I think as a community we should, band together and just say, hey, no more of these dApps that aren't transparent in balances. I'm just trying to get away from this whole big bank hide the important details just so they can make 10% on every deposit and get more deposits. So yeah, tell me what you think. Do you want me to just keep rolling them out as fast as they come out and let you guys decide, or should I be more selective? And tell me what you think about having that balance. Another part of this video, I just want to talk about risk scores again. I've updated these. Well, I haven't actually updated any of the numbers yet, but I actually did something a little different where I took, if you guys want to see what this score is, for instance, we're dividing the profit by the risk, timesing that by 10, and adding the sustainability number. And then since yesterday's video, I took the life of days and I divided that, I took the average lifespan and divided it by the life and days of the current project, and I add that to the score. So the longer something's been out, the less points it will get. So that's kind of how I changed this. And this still is going to need refinement. I'm going to work in like something with current balances and stuff like that, but this is kind of a work in progress. But as you see in the sheet, Matic Staker, it's back in, it's down in the garbage heap with the rest of them. It lasted 26 days. Yeah, so that leaves our average lifespan of 21. I just want to talk about a few of these. Stable 1, I don't think has changed much. Phantom 1, honestly, is risk of 10. It's likely going to die today. I wouldn't really touch it because it's about done. Matic FOMO's balance dropped a bit. That one I'm going to move up on the risk level and down on sustainability a bit. So that really brings it down, and of course, it's life and days because it's a lot older. It's the score's down. Multimatic, I'm probably gonna leave it the same because my video last night I did about the new AVAX and Phantom staking that's rolling out tomorrow. I think that does well for the ecosystem. They're kind of building this whole ecosystem around staking. They built the lottery. They've got other plans probably around DEXs and NFTs and things like that. So it's kind of really growing. But this is still an ROI dApp. So you just have to be careful of that. It's got decent profits. Sustainability is, they're doing well. It is getting a little older on the Matic staking side, but I really hope that the creating these new cross-chain dApps are really going to help kind of boost kind of the overall ecosystem. Daily Matic, not a lot of change there. It's not even been 24 hours since my last video on this. Matic X, I'm still concerned about that one. That balance difference. Just another instance of why it'd be really great to throw that balance right on the front page. BNB Fury, these Fury apps, I've started to really like them, but I just dislike that they're not throwing that balance on the front page. They've got several numbers. They've actually got one. Let me just actually drag it over here and we can have a look. Give me 1 second. BNB Fury, they've got the claimed rewards here. They've got claimed rewards here. I mean, it's duplicate. They could throw their balance on one of these, and be across all those dApps. I mean, they've now got an AVAX for Fury, but that's the one I talked with them and they refused to put it on their front page. But yeah, I'm kind of leaving those in the middle of the line, waiting to kind of see what happens. Yeah, this one's been out a while. It seems to kind of have slowed down, so I might like up the risk slightly, and bring the sustainability down a little bit. AVAX Staker is it's still just going crazy. It's doing really well. Probably not gonna change much right now, kind of seeing what the balance does over the next few days, especially with all these other AVAX dApps rolling out. Polystaker, it seems to have kind of slowed down a little bit as well, but just kind of watching that. And Matic Fury, this one's been doing very well. I think they had a little bit of a slow start, and then I think with the when Matic Staker kind of went down, a lot of people moved over to this. I saw their balance really kind of shoot up in the last 24 hours since launch, and it's still super early. You know, it's 1 day old. So yeah, I mean, these things just change so fast. So the ones I'm kind of really bullish on right now, obviously, are on the scores, are Multimatic because of the ecosystem, AVAX Staker, it's early, and these two for Matic, I'm kind of watching them. I mean, it is early, so it is important to get in early, but you also have to judge your own risk and reward. So yeah, guys, tell me what you think about that. Tell me what you think about having that balance right on the front end. Do you feel it's important? Do you feel like all dApps should have those? I feel like they're just as important as an audit, to be very transparent, to make people not have to click into the contract to see. But yeah, tell me what you think. And yeah, there's another dApp or two coming out that actually does have the balance on the front end, coming out in the next day or two, and I will be reviewing those. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you you should jump into any of these. I'm just trying to provide my own analysis on these and give you guys the information you need to make decisions. Anyway, yeah, subscribe if you haven't done so already, like the video if you liked it, and we'll catch you on the next one.